Welcome to A-Aron's Adventures. In this episode, we hike into a pristine mountain lake where we catch some trout for dinner later. You won't want to miss this. We just left the trailhead and now the hike begins. This first little section of the hike's pretty easy going. We're just following this old abandoned logging road before the trail forks off to the right and heads straight uphill. We just began the steep part of the hike and it's already time for a break. Now we follow a series of waterfalls up this steep little section next to the stream. As I look back to check on my girlfriend, you can see just how thick this forest really is. We just reached the top of the waterfalls. Now there's a small plateau before we begin another steep incline.
And we're coming up on the next steep part.
We finally got to the top of the last steep section of our hike, and now we're almost to the lake. Now the trail wanders through some thick brush for a few hundred yards before we get to the lake. And the lake finally comes into sight as we emerge from the brush. Now it's time to catch some bait. I'm looking for dragonfly nymphs. They typically hide underneath logs near the shore and are usually quite common in mountain lakes like this one. We are now walking around the lake to the back where the fishing is usually the best. Now that we've made it to my favorite spot in the back of the lake, it's time to start fishing. This year, my friend Taylor and his girlfriend Danielle also came up to Montana to stay with us, and this is one of her first fish ever.
I caught my first fish.
No, these are rainbows actually. Oh no, he's a cutthroat. He's cut bow mix, but see how there's a little bit of orange there? That means he's got some cutthroat in him. They're real similar.
And Danielle catches another. This one's a little smaller than the last, but it's still plenty big enough to eat.
There we go. Yeah, he's still tasty.
What do you mean by that? Oh, is that his blood?
Oh, he's on me.
Nice.
Now it's my girlfriend's turn. She's got on a beautiful cut bow, and the water is so clear, we even saw it come up and take the bait.
Here, give me some slack, babe.
And here's one of my favorite insects in the area, the timber beetle.
Penny is not sure what to do about that little frog over there.
The little frog sparks Penny's curiosity here. She's not quite sure if it's gonna get her or she's gonna get hit though. Now it's time to clean the fish and head back. I'll spare you some of the gore, and I'll show a tutorial on how to do that another time. This is one of my favorite ways to prepare trout. First, you set it on a fairly large piece of tin foil and thoroughly season both sides of the fish using salt, pepper, and garlic. Add a generous amount of lemon juice. Next, put some butter in the stomach cavity and add some olive oil to the outside as well. Now roll it into a pouch, seal it up good, and it's ready to cook. It works on the grill, in the oven, or even just throw it on a campfire. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to check out my other videos as well.